So here we're also talking about positives and negatives, but we've added absolute value. What's the definition of an absolute value? Distance from 0 on a number line. So distance is always a positive. So when we look at something, and remember we're always going to do things in parentheses first. So even when we look at one, we've added absolute value, we've added something like this. So do what's in the parentheses. So we have a -2. What's the opposite of -2? +2. And then the opposite of a +2 is a -2. So they're really trying to throw some loops at you to keep track of opposites of opposites of opposites. What about this one? We have the absolute value of -3, which is 3, because it's 3 away from a number, 3 away from 0, plus the absolute value of 30. How far is 30 from 0? 30. So 3 plus 30? 33. So here's our -2. -2 is here, the letter N. This is how we complete the puzzle. 33 is O, and it is the other end. Okay? Here, with absolute value, -11 plus 6. Solve what's in the absolute value sign first. What's -11 plus 6? -5. What's the absolute value of -5?
5.
So what you do is put -5 in parentheses and include that on the outside. Well, no. Our 5, the absolute value of -5 was 5. So the opposite of -5 is -5. And so down here under here would be the letter I. Okay? So then you're going to do substitution where you're evaluating these. Questions on this? Actually pretty straightforward. Last year in pre-algebra this might have panicked you a little bit. This year it's looking a little easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Way easier in fact. Excellent.